I bet you guys all watched the new Apple event, right? We are all Apple fanboys, we did watch them. So they did have the event. Not that exciting overall, but the new iPhones did got launched with the other couple products. But we're gonna talk about the iPhones in this video. The new iPhone 15 lineup is right here, and I'm gonna talk about all of that in this video. So let's get started. Alright, so I do have all the iPhone 15 boxes right here. This is the whole iPhone 15 lineup. I don't have it in all the colors, but I do have some of them right here. This is being the iPhone 15, 15 Plus, 15 Pro Max, and 15 Pro. So here we have all the iPhone 15 lineup. As I said, I don't have it in all the colors, but I did manage to get my hands on these ones. These are one of the pressed colors out there. Talking about the packaging, there's not much to talk about them. It's very similar to the iPhone 14 and 13 lineup. The best packaging so far was the iPhone 12 Pro packaging. That was my one of the favorite packaging, with the darker box, the black box, and the blue and those kind of wallpapers on them. That was very interesting compared to the iPhone 14 Pro packaging, which is also very similar to the iPhone 15 lineup. Nothing changed over there. I will bring them back to compare the phones with that, but for now, this packaging not very interesting, but the phones are definitely. So this is the iPhone 15 in blue, iPhone 15 Plus in black, iPhone 15 Pro Max in natural titanium, and iPhone 15 Pro in blue titanium. So far, the most interesting colors for me is the natural titanium and the blue titanium in the Pro models, whereas these ones are also very good. The camera doesn't do the justice when I open it, you will see, but in real life, they are pretty good. They're different shades of white, but they are nice. Alright, let me take the other ones out of the frame, and we'll start with the iPhone 15. The iPhone 15 box is very similar to iPhone 14 and even iPhone 13. Nothing has changed. Everything's very same and kind of boring, but that's how it is these days. Let's open it up. So this is the iPhone 15 in blue. Well, it looks like white because it is. It does have a little bit of tint of blue, like probably 5 to 10% max blue in a right lighting condition. But the camera is not doing any justice right now. It looks like it's white. In some lighting condition you might be able to tell that it's blue, but I like it. It's like kind of icy blue, to be honest with you. I like the shade. They have replaced it with the white or the starlight, so yeah, it's welcome. If you open up that, there's something interesting. It comes with the phone, and this time you have a Type C to Type C braided cable. So the cable is actually a little bit better quality, but not faster. No faster than the lightning one we had. It's just now Type C because they had to make it Type C. With that, we have the SIM ejector tool with some iPhone instructions and one Apple sticker. Nothing interesting right here, and we can't even expect to have something more than that. These days smartphones don't ship with anything else than the charging cable, and that's all we get in this box as well. Okay, let me move this away for now and we'll talk about iPhone 15 Plus. So here's the iPhone 15 Plus. In terms of packaging, it's very similar to iPhone 14 Plus packaging. If you open it up, you see the matte black. This is the matte black one. Last time I saw the matte black color was iPhone 7, I guess. And it's very nice. I really like this color. It's matte black, it is nice, and I really appreciate this one. It's gonna be a very popular one out there. According to how they feel in your hand, they are very good. This frosty back is very good. It came from the 14 Pro and other Pro models from iPhone 11 Pro, 12 Pro, 13 Pro, and 14 Pro. Now we have it on the regular non-Pro models. And in terms of what you get in the box, nothing special, as same as other iPhone models. You get the braided cable, which is this time Type C, but not faster than the Lightning because it's a non-Pro model. Alright, let's get the iPhone 15 Pro lineup here. So this one is the iPhone 15 Pro in the blue, which is called the blue titanium. When you open the box, you see this blue, which is very nice. I really like this shade. It is not as light as the Sierra blue from iPhone 13 Pro. It's more towards the iPhone 12 Pro blue, the midnight blue color from the iPhone 12 Pro lineup. It's similar to that color. I'll bring that phone out later in this video to compare the colors and the phones. If you talk about the feel, how it feels in your hand, it's actually very good. It's actually very comfortable compared to the iPhone 14, 13 or 12 Pro models. With that you get the Type-C to Type-C braided cable, but this time it's faster. It's USB 3.2 with the data transfer rate of up to 10 gigabytes and fast charging up to 27 watts. And that's the iPhone 15 Pro this year. Now we'll talk about the iPhone 15 Pro Max, the big boy right here. This is the iPhone 15 Pro Max and it's in natural titanium. It's a pretty unique color. It has replaced the gold, but I don't care. I was never a big fan of that. But I think this is gonna be a big hit. Once you open up the box, you get greeted with this nice iPhone 15 Pro Max. It's a beautiful color. I really like this shade, and with that, I really like the phone. The feel of the phone is awesome. It's the best iPhone 15 Pro Max so far. Since the iPhone 12 Pro Max, it's way comfortable in your hand. And if we talk about the camera, they're huge, and that's the new 5x telephoto lens right there. And that's the new iPhone 15 Pro Max right there in natural titanium, and I would highly recommend this one if you're a pro user, need a big phone with pro cameras, and if you have an iPhone which is older than 12 Pro Max. Let's go back a year and open up the iPhone 14 Pro. This is my iPhone 14 Pro. This is my daily driver, and this one is in the silver with the nice white frosty back with the premium looking stainless steel edges, and it's pretty good. I've been using this from last 1 year. It has checked all my boxes. And if we go back in time a little bit more, then that's the 12 Pro Max. That's my 12 Pro Max I used to use in 2021. It's an awesome phone. I really like this packaging. This is my best packaging so far. Nice black premium looking packaging with this nice abstract wallpapers. I really appreciate that. And that's the phone. This is my favorite Pro Max so far until the 15 Pro Max came out. Very good phone. I hate the notch, but that's what it was when it came out back in 2020, and that's all we got. Alright, let's bring all the iPhones out and compare and see where they differ. So here are all the iPhone models I have, the recent ones. I am missing few of them like an iPhone 13 series, but we'll make it work. And that's the iPhone 15 Pro with the blue titanium, and that's the 12 Pro Max midnight blue. They are pretty similar, they're different shades but on the same spectrum. But the biggest difference being is the camera. They have grown way more with the bigger sensors. And now the 15 Pro or Pro Max takes the normal photo in 24 megapixel with the sensor of 48 megapixel, and the telephoto lens is 3x compared to 2x on the 12 Pro Max. And if we compare that with the S22 or S23 Ultra, which has a 108 to 200 megapixel sensor, but still takes the default picture of 12 megapixel, thanks to pixel binning. Let me turn all the iPhones on and we'll compare in a little bit more detail there. So here we have the iPhone 12 Pro Max, 15 Plus and 15 Pro Max. According to the size, they're all similar because they're all 6.7 inch diagonal. But if you talk about the display technology, it's different. Where the iPhone 12 Pro Max is using the OLED panel, which can only go up to 820 nits of its peak brightness. At 60 Hz, iPhone 15 Pro Max is using an LTPO panel with a variable refresh rate. They call it a Pro Motion, which can refresh from 1 Hz to 120 Hz and at the peak brightness of 2000 nits. And iPhone 15 Plus is in the middle. It is still at 60 Hz, but it can also reach the peak brightness of 2000 nits. And if you see them side by side, there's not a huge difference right there. The major difference is on the 15 Pro Max, which has the action button, the customizable button which came from the Watch Ultra. It is now on the 15 Pro Max, where the iPhone 15 Plus doesn't have that, same as the iPhone 12 Pro Max, 13 Pro Max and 14 Pro Max. So these are the iPhone 12 Pro Max, 15 Plus and 15 Pro Max, very similar from outside but way different from inside. And this is how it looks or feels like next to S22 or S23 Ultra. And if I compare the S23 Ultra with the iPhone 15 Pro Max, they are two different phones. They are both good in their own ways. iPhone has its own perks, S23 has its own, like an S Pen and a 200 megapixel camera, but I'll still go with the iPhone because the Apple's ecosystem, it's so convenient, and I'm just a sucker for iPhone. Now let's take a look at the iPhone 15 Pro, 15 and the 14 Pro. And that's the new iPhone 15 Pro. It's in the blue titanium. It's a pretty unique color, the new color from the Apple this year. Last year we had the deep purple, this time we have the blue titanium. Pretty awesome, and it's in really high demand at the moment. And if you take a look at the iPhone 12 Pro, the midnight blue, they look really different at the moment, but in the right lighting condition, they are pretty similar. Different shades of the same blue. And this is how it looks next to the iPhone 15 Plus, the matte black version. I would like to take a minute here and talk about the iPhone 14 Pro, as that's the last one to have the stainless steel frame. The new ones have been replaced by the titanium on the new 15 Pro models. The stainless steel was really premium, but did leave a lot of smudges and fingerprints, whereas on the new 15 Pro lineup you will not have that issue. It's brushed titanium, the fingerprints are not gonna stick around there. With that, I really like that feel, but we're gonna miss it for good. If you compare that with the iPhone 15 Pro Max, you see the edges are more curved in, so that's why they feel more comfortable to hold. And if you take a look at the back, we still get the same matte frosted finish on both the devices. Very premium. Now let's take a look at the iPhone 15 Pro and the regular iPhone 15. This time around, you don't have a notch on the regular 15, you have the same dynamic island as the Pro model. The back is also now matte, no more glossy like used to have it on the non-Pro models. The same feeling, same frosty back with the color infused glass, just like the frosted back on the Pro models. And finally, this is how the S22, S23 Ultra looks like next to the iPhone 15 Pro, 15 and the 14 Pro. They're all premium devices. The question is that, which one you gonna choose? And now to my final verdict, should you upgrade? I would say yes, but it all depends. If you're coming from iPhone 12 or older model, you should definitely go and try the new iPhone 15. But if you are having an iPhone 13 or even 14 series, it's not that big of a deal. You're not gonna miss a lot of things. But I'm not saying that the iPhone 15 doesn't have any new features. They do definitely come with a lot of new features which we didn't have before. Like iPhone 15, all the iPhone 15 models comes with a dynamic island. There is no more notch. With that, the main camera is 48 megapixel now instead of 12. So that's an upgrade right there. With that, iPhone 15 Pro even comes with the titanium frame instead of stainless steel. With that, it even has the A17 Pro, which is the first 3nm chip. So those are the reasons to upgrade for sure, but it all depends. iPhone 13, 14 are still so much capable that they will do everything you throw at it. So with that said, iPhone 15 is a great series, but it all comes down to your choice. If you're having a great enough phone, great enough iPhone, and if you can use it for another year, sure, go ahead and use it, and let's wait for the iPhone 16. Let's see what that brings. And that's for the video. If you liked the video, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Do subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out the next update. And as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you around.